What is happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into more Michigan craft beer, one that's pretty close to the old household. Guys, Traverse City, Michigan in the house. We got North Peak Brewing Company. So technically it's Traverse City, but also their bigger production facility, and actually the bulk of where they do a lot of their distribution, I think, originates in Dexter, Michigan. So again, not sure how much actually comes out of the Traverse City location. I want to say the Dexter location is much larger and does a lot more handling of the distribution, but again, don't quote me, I actually don't know 100%. But North Peak Brewing, guys, it's been around a while, and they're known for their flagship, which is Diabolical. But today it's the Diabolical Fresh Hop IPA. So it looks like they're probably using the same hops potentially, because I know that they use Cascade and Chinook. I don't know, but now we have Centennial in the mix. I really don't know, actually, so I shouldn't be so bold to say this is how it is, because I actually don't know. But I do remember seeing Cascade and Chinook in the recipe for Diabolical. Not sure if that Centennial is in there, but nonetheless, fresh hopped version, so we have a little bit more readily available fresh hops. So right, they go right from the plant or tree, whatever you want to say, right to the tank, and they get going with the recipe. So we're going to see if this one's better, but I have not had a Diabolical in quite a long time. I'm just being completely honest. I don't even remember the last time I had a Diabolical. So how will I know the difference? I probably won't, but I love fresh hop beers, fresh hop IPAs, so my goal is to enjoy this one. So let's try to enjoy it. So 6.66% ABV, the standard for Diabolical, no different. And this was canned on, and it's hard to see. It's either 9/13 or 9/18. Don't know which one it is. I'm going to say 9/18. And today's the 17th of October, so less than a month fresh, which is pretty good. I'm not sure how long it's been around, but it's newly in distribution. So let's check this out, guys, and get into the glass here with some good liquid. Again, near and dear to Traverse City. I love seeing it, so we're going to get the proper glassware. Pour Michigan beer, baby. If you ever want one, you let me know. I'll get you one. So we're pouring this sucker, and it's darker than I maybe would have thought, but I think Diabolical is more on the orangey end of the spectrum. That is a dark amber orange with a little mix of straw yellow in the mix, but mostly it's dark orange, guys. You can see it even in the shadows. I'm in the shade. You can see that it is indeed a dark beer. It looks, I don't know, I feel like a lot of Michigan beers with Michigan hops do look this way, in all honesty, so it's not that shocking. But look at that head retention, very solid, very creamy, a little bit of decadence to it. It's extremely creamy, really. It looks like a wave of whipping cream on the top. Looks great in the glass, truthfully. And we're going to give this a second to dissipate, but it is a very dark orange, if any yellow, I'm not sure, but it's a dark amber orange color to the fullest extent here. Moderate, no, it's very low carbonation streaming to the top. So we'll see, guys. We'll see if this is the real deal. Let's get a little sniff on it. It smells like candied citrus, truthfully. Sugary, piney, orange marmalade. Sugary grapefruit. Just, again, dried, sugared grapefruit. Does that make sense? I think so. Because it's not just like sweet candy, because it's giving me that impression, but it's also dry and piney and grassy at the same time. It smells very malty too, like a lot of floral malts in here. Deep golden floral malt, grass, hint of earthy, dirty, fresh mowed lawn, grass clippings. And again, I'm sticking to this like orange marmalade, almost slight creamsicle, but more hoppy than your typical New England style, right? This isn't New England style, but it's giving me those impressions off the nose. But it's very much malt forward. I mean, it's heavy malty, very floral, very sugary, very thick on the nostril even, guys. So yeah, let's dive in. Let's see what it's about. Diabolical. Diabolical. Not diabolical. Diabolical. Fresh hop IPA. Let's go, guys. Cheers. This is like basically my first beer. I don't know why I just talk like that. I have no idea. Nice even kilter beer. I say even kilter a lot, but that was very nice from start to finish. It never wavered in one big direction. It was just very good, slightly thick and malty through the middle for being 6.6%. Pretty good fluidity. I can't talk today. With just the way the liquid traveled from start to finish, very good. Slightly chewy, piney, earthy graininess. Sweet floral for sure. Sweet malt. It's on the sweeter end of the spectrum, but there is a nice bit of bitterness on the back end. Not overly bitter. And the grassy kind of earthy thing really coming out as you sip through the middle into the end. Pine, earth, a little bit of pine resin kind of speaks to you. It settles in, kind of saturates the palate. Orange marmalade, dried out, sugary grapefruit. It's all there. It's definitely orange. It's definitely grapefruit. Some Meyer lemon in the mix. I'd say it's tons of citrus. I mean, just a lot of orangey, grapefruity citrus as well. Nice chew to it. Again, this deeper, maltier caramel sweetness just kind of through the middle. Again, earthy, piney, but not too piney. Again, the sweetness, I'd say it's more sweet than it is dry and piney. But it's a nice mix of both worlds there. Nice beer. I mean, it's a nice beer. It's not bad. Again, the floral kind of sweetness kind of coming through the middle as well. It's just all in that middle. It's really not an exacerbated beer. I can't even talk today. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing is exacerbated about this. Like, the flavors are all very fluid, and there's nothing that yanks you in one direction. There's a nice dose of citrus, nice grassy earth, nice floral sweetness, nice caramel maltiness. It's a good beer. I mean, I got no serious complaints about it. It's actually a pretty damn good beer. A little bit sweet for my palate, but it really does try to bitter out on the back end and dry out a little bit, and it does a fairly nice job. But again, a little bit more sweet than it is dry and bitter. I like this beer. Like, I feel like I could get behind this one. I could have another one. It just feels so familiar too. It feels like I've had some sort of mix of this, whether it's from Upper Hand, like it's their IPA, and I'm blanking on what it is. Maybe it's just called IPA. I can't even remember now, but it's like one of my favorite IPAs. It looks the same as that beer. It's malty, it's floral, it's sweet, and I know that one's more tropical, but this is just a lot of citrus. It's just a good beer. Like, I can get behind the malt level on this. I can get behind the sweetness. I can get behind the bitterness in the recipe. It's just a great fresh hop IPA. No big complaints. I really don't have any big complaints. Just a little sweet. Man, it's good. 3.95 out of 5. Like, I'm not gonna go like over the top. Like, it's a 4.2. I could go 4. I'm gonna go 3.95, and I feel like I'm maybe underscoring it just a hair, but I feel like just because of the sweetness, I'm in the ballpark, guys. 3.95 out of 5. Nice job, North Peak. I like this. Diabolical Fresh Hop IPA. I wish I could talk today, but I can't. And guys, you've heard the review today. It is what it is. If you're going to pour a beer, remember, pour Michigan beer.